Kitwe at King Central Hospital, and then I did my preschool at Green Spring Kindergarten School, which is in Kitwe, and in 2009 I went to Ndola and I did my grade 5 up to grade 12. That's where I discovered myself and I found the passion of helping the people. So right now, I'm a medical student and also the founder of an organization.
Wonderful. So what inspired you to study medicine?
The most thing which drove me to do that is because of the passion I have for people. Normally, I would love to help the people in our society health-wise, and also to bring development to this country. Remember, the development of this country normally depend on the impact that each and every person will contribute.
All right, so now focusing on the NGO, you have a non-governmental organization that you run that donates monthly to street kids. Please tell us a little bit more about the NGO and what it is that you donate to the street children.
LMD is just an organization. Normally, LMD just stands for Let's Make a Difference. Just from the word itself, you can tell that our aim is to make change or to do something that others have failed to do. So our focus is based on helping the street kid, but it's not only the street kid. We also need to consider people like widows, orphans, and also our friends who are in prisons. So it's an organization which has a lot of objectives. So it depends with the people, it depends with our target, and it depends on who we are giving. For example, when we focus on our school-going friends who are in primary schools, normally those guys will donate things like books, pens, and pencils. And the most important thing that we donate to them, it is the sanitary pads. When we talk of the street kids, normally those guys, we give them food, we give them clothes, and also one of the key factors that we give, it is sensitizing them on how they can live healthy, especially during the time of the COVID pandemic. Yeah.
Running an NGO takes a lot of work. What is the hardest thing about doing that, about, founding one and keeping it running for so long as you have?
Okay. The hardest thing is along the way, you have people. You're going to have people who are going to come in and help you. But the thing is that them not really understanding what we do, or them not really being part of that passion, you find that they leave. So as they live there, you need to understand that there are other members who are not going to be motivated. So the first thing is start from members. Then the other thing is financials. You find that our organization, we depend on our members in terms of finance. So it's not every time someone can manage to give. So financial-wise, that's a major problem.
So having spoken about, the difficulties or the challenges that you faced, what inspires you or what motivates you to keep going and keep doing what you're doing?
Determination, self-discipline, and another thing is honest. When you are running an organization, you need to know that people believe you, they trust you. So the honest part also comes in. And then when it comes to my members, I always encourage them. I need to motivate them. They need to realize that without them, there can be no change. Without us youths coming together and say, let's do this, there can be nothing, because we have the huge impact on the development of the country. Not only the country, on the lives of those guys.
So just as we're closing, I know that medicine is a very bulky thing to study. How do you balance your time or manage your time and manage to run an NGO at the same time as studying medicine?
Every time I plan, before a week starts, I need to sit down. Mostly at night I'm alone. I just write what I'm going to do with it. And then for the part of the organization, I need to think of how much time am I going to spend there. By the way, I don't run my organization alone. I have the executive, so that also reduce the burden of me carrying the weight.
Just as we close, what would you encourage a young person watching who has been inspired by what you're doing and would also like to be a part of a big change like that? What would you encourage them to do?
We have the key role in making this country great. Not only that, let's not just be keeping ideas to ourselves. The world needs our ideas. For you to make something, first start with yourself. So long you have that thing, bring it out.
Thank you so much for being our youth on the blog today.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. And if you haven't been inspired by that, then I just don't know. Well, that's all from me out here in the field. I've got to send you back to the studio. So peace from Flower Bomb out here. Back to the studio.